Welcome to phylolink. Phylolink is a collection of tools through which biodiversity can be explored from a phylogenetic perspective. A user of phylolink can upload their own phylogenetic tree and character trait dataset, or you can use one from our database. We're using the phylogeny from the plant genus Acacia. The user can use their mouse, they can navigate around up and down the tree and expand and contract clades. We also can use a search function to find a particular species and move it into the center of the screen. As you can see, the tree is colored and has symbols on it. This is because we have correlated to the trait many character states that we uploaded when we uploaded the tree with a CSV file. Those are right here: inflorescence arrangement, phyllid arrangement, and PCA, which is an estimate of the environmental niche. If we go to Acacia perrii, we see it's purple, and that's because it's been mapped with the character state of simple inflorescences. We go to Blakeleyi, it has racemose inflorescences. And the character state is being reconstructed at every node in the tree, and that reconstructs at racemose for this node and simple for this node. We can go one node further back here and see that it reconstructs to a racemose inflorescence, but we can go to the histogram on the right and we can see the distribution of that character. At that node we have 7 simple inflorescences and 3 with racemose, and 7 with whorled phyllodes and 3 with scattered phyllodes. Again, all this data can be seen by hovering over the species or the symbol or the node. If we look closely, we can see dark blue boxes and light blue boxes. These are estimates of the environmental niche, and this is a heat map. So if we look, we can see that there are differences in the environmental niche between these two clades. We can scroll down to the PCA and we see that there's bimodal distribution. One clade has very different environmental niche from the other based on this PCA. When I see that, I want to know where they are on the map. I can click on the map tab and I can see that this clade with 3 species hugs the west coast of Australia, while this bigger clade of 7 species, sister to it, is found throughout northern Australia. We can click on a smaller node of just 3 species, and that will bring up the distribution of those 3 species. And we can go over to the map these by taxon name, and they'll be recolored based by the species name, and we have 3 different colors. Have a legend, and we can zoom in around and navigate around. In this one view, we have a view of the phylogenetic relationships, a taxonomic character, the geographic distribution, and an estimate in environmental niche. Further, we may be interested in understanding more about the environmental correlates of these distributions. From that, we can go to the Analysis tab, and I've pulled up 2 different environmental layers: annual precipitation and annual temperature. These are 2 among many that we can bring down that are on the spatial portal of Atlas Living Australia. Now what we've done now, if we click on the node of the purple species, phylolink has taken every locality for all these species and going to the layer and pulling back the precipitation for that layer and mapping that as a histogram. See, there's many peaks on this one. However, for annual temperature, there's a distinct peak around 27 degrees. We can go to the sister clade, click on that, and we can see that the temperature node peak now shifts down to about 21 degrees, and we have a more or less strong peak for precipitation that we didn't have with the other clade. And of course, we can click on the node containing both of them. We can see a bimodal distribution for this clade, and also basically bimodal for precipitation as well. Now with this view, we get looking at phylogeny, character state, and environmental correlate. This is phylolink, integrating phylogeny with biodiversity data. Biodiversity in the tree of life